Well, that's a wrap. 2024 has come to an end. Our first year of retirement is officially over. We've had some really great wins, but we've also had a few losses that we really wanted to share with you guys in the video today. As well, we have spent the last 9 months traveling the world full time, and we wanted to share with you some fun statistics that we have from all of Jean's spreadsheets. So we're going to start right off with all of those wins. So what was one of our first wins?
Well, the first one, we were able to stop working back in April of 2024.
Yeah, huge win.
Huge.
I think that one's going to trump all of the other wins. But second win is we were able to actually sell our house in only one day. So that really took a lot of the stress out of this whole getting rid of everything journey that we were on and starting to travel.
Yeah, another win that we had, there was a dream that I've had for so many years that Christine, she thoughtfully decided to go with me, which is walk the Camino de Santiago.
Yeah, that one right after retiring actually has turned into our favorite memory almost of 2024.
And it's funny because we keep talking, kind of doing it again. We are so excited to do. We miss
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah, we do. We really do miss it. I don't know. There was something magical about the Camino. It's not the same as getting up and walking 10K in your neighborhood. It's literally, there was something special and very magical about walking the Camino de Santiago.
Yeah.
Our next, sorry, I have a hair in my eye. The next big win is that we actually met and surpassed our goal of achieving $60,000 worth of dividend income for the year of 2024. And that was the money that we had needed in order to fulfill this dream of full-time travel.
Yeah. With the money that we were able to save and live, we decided to travel the world. And one of the things that is top really high in our priority is spending time with our family and friends. We were definitely able to do that.
Yeah, it sounds kind of funny, right? When we say we stopped work to travel the world, but we've actually been able to spend time with our family and friends because we've left Canada and but we have been able to come here to Brazil and spend a lot of great time with Jean's family here, as well as we were just able to spend an entire month with my dad, his partner Anna, and a whole week with my brother, our sister-in-law, and our two nieces, which is something that never would have happened, ever would have happened if we were still in Canada working 9 to 5.
I know. And the good thing that we more and more, we feel like that this is something that we're building is building our community. How many times were we able to receive emails and actually meet up with people in person?
Yeah. Yeah. I think more and more the community that we're building here for all of us is a great thing for each one of us to be able to chat and talk with those like-minded people to really sort of bounce ideas off of.
Yes, a great list of wins, but nothing is, well, how to
Perfect.
say, nothing is perfect. There is always something else, which is part of the lifestyle that we decided to live, and we are okay with that. So now it's time to talk about some of the losses that we've had in 2024.
Yeah, so it's a loss. The financial stability of having a full-time paycheck, like a consistent paycheck that is coming every 2 weeks, that loss, it was a hard one to really sort of wrap our heads around at first. We thought we were going to be fine, and we have been fine, but it's different not seeing that continuous influx of cash flow into your account every month. So the loss of financial stability, but at the end of the day, I think the trade-off of deciding what we want to do with our time and travel is far outweighs that loss.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
The other loss that I have is some sort of social connections that we also have. Christine was used to spend time with her girls and spend time together, kind of staying away from me and just having fun.
Yeah.
It's not the case like the physical presence. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, we used to get together 3 or 4 times a year, me and my closest girlfriends, and spend a weekend together. And I still get to take part in those gatherings. However, it's over a WhatsApp call, and it's really not the same. I really wish I could be there. So this summer, when we're back in Canada, I'm going to take full advantage of that.
And guess what? The other one is the financial loss as well, because we have decided to liquidate two positions that we had in our portfolio with a loss.
Yeah. It was a strategic decision that we decided to take. The fact that Algonquin had cut its dividends twice and wasn't really recovering the way we had hoped it would recover. And the second one was BCE, right? BCE announced earlier this year in 2020 or later this year in 2024, it made a few decisions that made some shareholders very unhappy, as well as a pause in any dividend increases. And there's rumors that there's a dividend cut coming. So we decided, you know what, it's not worth us stressing about it. And we decided to liquidate those two positions at a loss.
Yeah.
At the same time that we took a gain on some other positions, so it balanced out the tax implications.
And more, even with those two losses that we've had, the possibility of not like the must-have in our portfolio, which is diversification, which it kind of helped offset those losses, as
Exactly.
you just have said, right?
Yeah. So wins and losses, we had, I think, in my opinion, the wins have far outshone any of the losses.
Yeah.
And we'll just call losses learning opportunities from now on.
Okay, there we go.
No, just kidding. Well, behind all of those wins and losses, there was a lot of travel that happened in 2024. So we just kind of wanted to break it down really quickly for anybody who might not be familiar with our travel schedule over the past 9 months.
Yes, and it all starts back in April 2024, and this is the official date that Christine stopped working. We sold our home, and as a result, we have to leave Canada.
Yep, we hopped on our first flight of our adventures all the way to Miami, where we quickly jumped ship to a repositioning cruise that ended in Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah, and after 14 days cruising, we make our way up to a city in France, not a city, a town in France called Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, and this is the official location to start the French Camino de Santiago, all the way to Santiago de Compostela in Spain.
Yeah, after walking 800 kilometers across Spain, we hopped on a bus that took us to Lisbon, Portugal, where we spent a week or so with some friends.
Now it's time to make our way back to Brazil. So we took a flight from Lisbon to Madrid because we wanted to spend some time in Madrid. And from Madrid, we flew all the way to Rio de Janeiro in business class.
Yeah, that was a nice flight, guys. From Rio, immediately got off of one plane onto another and ended our transatlantic flight journeys in João Pessoa, Brazil.
And you might wonder why, because we do have a condo in João Pessoa. So what have we done? We are already at the end of July. We wanted to make our way to Fortaleza. This is where I am from. So we rented a car and we drove to Fortaleza.
Yeah, it's a pretty long drive. It's around 700 kilometers to drive, but we wanted to be here because Jean's birthday is towards the beginning of August, and we wanted to celebrate that with his family. So we were here for a few weeks, and then we drove all the way back to João Pessoa, where we stayed put most of the time until the end of August.
Yes, because there was now time to go and visit São Paulo for a special occasion, because São Paulo, the best soccer team in the world, was playing Libertadores. So my gift was to see in person a game with Christine.
Yeah, that was fantastic too. By the way, if anybody has an opportunity to go to a live soccer match, do it. We flew from Sao Paulo back to Fortaleza for a little bit more time with family here, and then we hopped on an overnight bus back to João Pessoa.
In João Pessoa, we stayed a few more months, and after that we came back to Fortaleza again.
Yeah, but we came back to Fortaleza for a pretty special reason, because there was a direct flight from Fortaleza, Brazil, all the way back to Miami, where we got to spend around a month with my family that came down from Canada to Florida, where they winter.
Yeah.
So we got to spend time with my dad and his partner, Anna, as well. My brother, lovely sister-in-law, Leanne, and two great nieces also came to spend a week with us.
Amazing time.
Fantastic.
So, oh my God,
Yeah.
it was so good spending time with them. Now, we are in mid-December. We made our way back from Miami to Fortaleza, and this is where we are now, because we are spending Christmas and New Year's here with my family.
Yeah, and this is where we ended 2024, guys. So when we kind of look back at our year, we have taken in total 1 cruise, 1 train, 5 buses, 8 flights. We have walked
800 kilometers.
Yep. We have stayed in over 90 hotels and Airbnb.
And for all these flights and hotels, we spent in total 480,670 points.
Yep. And total miles traveled was 25,307 miles, or 40,729 kilometers.
Yeah, and all of this stuff we actually shared with you on this channel on YouTube, because in 2024 we recorded and released 53 videos.
Yeah. We increased our community here by over 5,000 subscribers. So we want to say a huge thank you for joining us on our journey, and we can't wait to share what's coming in 2025 with all of you. If you guys have any other highlights, or let us know some of your highlights in 2024 in the comments down below, because we want to hear all about your journeys as well. And if you're at all interested in our budgeting for this full-time travel lifestyle, check out the playlist that's going to be on your screen right now.
Well, we hope that you're well, we hope that you're safe, and you'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.